Welcome to part two of the episode with Bryan Matute
Hello.
of Recline and Unwind. Today's actually a really fun episode because we're gonna talk about dreams, and not that like, oh, chasing my dreams kind of thing. No, like legit dreams that we have that we can control, that we have recurring, and which was the other one?
Lucid dreaming.
Dreaming. Was lucid
And
dreaming?
out of body experience.
Yeah. So, but today there's another reason why this episode is very special. Two reasons actually. One, it's the last one before I believe the end of the month, or two of them went to 31st. Because I know September is not. I mean, the end of August is soon.
I think it's next week.
Yeah, next week is the last episode on Saturday, of the podcast. For the time being, we have September off, and we're back in October, and it's also the first episode today where I do have a co-host on this episode.
Hello.
I have Tekashi 69.
He was cracking.
Oh shit, what's up? Y'all
That's
still
Bryan.
hanging out? That's crazy. Without
Yeah.
me? Yo, y'all wild.
Surprise.
I'm growing my hair out again.
Was that from your Halloween costume like 4
Nah,
years
this is
ago?
my hair.
Bro, I see your hair. Look at your forehead.
Yeah, we have Bryan Monge joining us today. I think we can adjust the camera, right? There we go. Yeah.
Oh my god, get cute.
Yeah, so it's the first 3-person episode of this Recline and Unwind
First and the last.
reboot. No, not the last, but we're definitely gonna have more people. We might even have a whole conference call.
Oh shit.
But yeah, later on, maybe for the spooky season, maybe for October. But yeah, let's get right to it, dude. I think we left off where I was with the lucid dreams and okay, Bryan, let's say Bryan. I'm gonna call
We can go by my last name. It's
Okay.
fine.
Let's go by
Monge.
last names.
Manji and Matute. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So I'm gonna basically explain to you that one dream that I had that I mentioned in the last episode. So not that it was the full lucid dream, right? But it was more of the sense that I could control the background of the dream. So I don't know if it was anxiety or whatever it was, but my dream really just had to do with a lot of like, I kept seeing 2 Grim Reapers in my dream, anywhere I went. So it first started when I was, I believe, in a forest, and I'm walking around in the forest, and I see 2 Grim Reapers pop up. I'm just like, oh, all right, that's not cool. And I really, really, really tried to change the background of it, and I managed to change the background, and that's when I changed it to the beach. And I'm like, okay, nothing can really go wrong at the beach because, the beach is a beach. I was wrong because I also saw the Grim Reaper at the beach. Like every background I changed it to, that's where the Grim Reaper would show up. The worst one, which I believe was in the closing segment to the last one, was I'm like, all right, they cannot infiltrate a Pokemon background. So I imagined the Pokeball getting thrown, and you know how like in the show it pops up, light flashes, whatever, blah blah.
Mhm.
The Grim Reaper, both Grim Reapers show up out of that one Pokeball. I was like, this is bullshit. Like, there's
Hold
no
up.
way.
I was in a single player battle. What happened?
Yeah, like why are both of them showing up? It sucked, dude. I was like, this is not cool. But that is not necessarily the my bad. Continuous dreams was the other one. That's not necessarily the first full lucid dream I've had, but it is the one that I remember most clearly. I think when we were in 9th grade, we had Brian Carey still. When that happened. Manji, do you have any lucid dreams that you had?
Do they know who Bryan Carey is?
No, but
Yeah.
as long as we know.
I mean, he's our English teacher. That's all you guys
Like
need to
ninth
know.
grade.
Yeah. No, I had a funny story for how I figured out I can lucid dream.
Go for
So like I was like maybe like 4. No, I was 5. I was 5 or 6, and I was first introduced to the Chucky movie that like the Chucky trilogy, because I think the trilogy was already out by then.
Fucking
Yeah.
hated
Yeah,
that movie.
and I would have nightmares about it to the point where like I was young, so I was like, "Yo, mom, let me sleep with you, bro. I'm a little bit scared." So then my mom was like, "Nah, like even if you have a nightmare about it, just it's tiny. You can fight it off. You're bigger than him." And then like that night, I had the nightmare again, and I'm like, "Wait a second, now she's spitting. I'm bigger than him." So then I imagine him just kicking the shit out of the Chucky doll. And then that's when I figured out I can like control everything around me. And then ever since
like,
then I
wait.
was able to like lucid dream, but I turn it off because it's mad work for my brain and I'm sleeping.
So Chucky actually, he appears in one of my dreams as well, and that's in one of the recurring dreams that I have. But we'll get to that after we get past the lucid dream.
Dude, we both hack and sack.
Wow. Oh,
Oh hell yeah.
because he does show up, and it is a really like creepy situation. But Brian, if you want to explain any of the lucid dreams that have you been able to lucid dream yet or no?
I've had dreams before where I would watch myself like die in situations, and it'd be really fucking bad. Like, I specifically remember there was this one dream where I had where I was running in a, you know how like they have like what's it called again? Children's of the Corn or something like that.
Oh my god!
Yeah, I know Children's of
Do you
the
know?
Corn.
Do you know that scene where they're running through the cornfields and they're like walking around and they're trying to find the fucking scarecrow, and then they're out of nowhere, you see the knife just go like right in front of them, like through them, and then around, and then you see their head just flop off. That exact scene happened to me in my dream, except I was still like alive, and I was watching myself just like in those last few seconds die, and I was like, oh fuck, like why am I not waking up?
Right.
And then I realized the dude's looking at me. The dude in the dream that killed me is looking at me, and he's like also confused. He's like, what the fuck? And then that's when I wake up. So for me, it's like lucid dreams where I'm just in third person, constantly watching myself. Even when I die, I don't wake up until I realize that I'm still dreaming. It's so creepy. It's so bad. I feel like lucid dreams are like mostly just like when you're having nightmares, because I've only lucid dreamed when I've had nightmares.
So I mean, I've practiced. It's funny. I've practiced lucid dreaming, but not to that like intensity. I usually just imagine a circle going one way, or like a swirly thing, whatever, and then I mentally try to make it go the other way, and that's how I got practice for lucid dreaming. But honestly, like, that's really it when it comes to lucid. I guess part of lucid dreaming was a continuous dream I had, and now I'm gonna sugarcoat the names. I'm not gonna make them as literal as they are. But you know, people won't know who I'm talking about.
It was him.
It was him.
Matute, you probably won't know exactly who I'm talking about in this explanation actually. So when we were still in, I want to say we were still in elementary school. And for a week straight, I was able to not lucid dream. I guess you can kind of count it, because I was able to continue a dream from the first day to like day 6, day 10. I was able to continue it, but not that I had control over it. I just can continue it. So we're gonna change the names up. At the time, and this might be flat like breaking news to people that actually listen to the podcast and know who I'm talking about. At the time, we were in 6th grade. I had a crush on a girl named Julie. So I'm gonna leave it at. And she somehow made it to my dream, but it wasn't like one of those dreams like, oh my god, I'm in love with her. No, like, she's just in my dream, and we start off somehow like in the Mario pipes. I don't know how. We're in the Mario pipes, and we're just like exploring. The same dream continues because we're still in those pipes for the next 2-3 days, and we make our way up to a house. We make our way up to the house, and then we're exploring the house in the sense of, again, the way that, you know how in Smash Bros, like in Smash, when you're in the houses, it's always like when they open up, like as you get into it, like you can actually see it.
Oh yeah, I get you.
Yeah. So it's looking like 2-dimensional-ish POV perspective into the house, and we're exploring the house as well. That lasts for like 2 days. We leave the house, and it's a war outside. And I guess I was like really still into Halo or something. We're in a Halo scene now. You have me and Julie on a mongoose, like riding around. It's like a desert kind of thing. Was Halo even out? Yeah, Halo was out. Halo was out. Yeah. And we're in a Halo map, Halo scene, and there's stormtroopers. God knows how stormtroopers showed up, but stormtroopers are there. And that dream lasted for 10 days until the last. I'm saying 10 days. I don't know why that number's so specific, but it lasted a while until the end of it, where it's just Julie disappears at this point. It's me and Master Chief standing on top of a pile of stormtroopers, and that's the end of the dream. But it continued the exact same like order from Julie and I in the pipes to the end of the war. It was the weirdest thing, and that's the only time I can actually say I continue to dream from start to finish. I don't know if Julie died in the war or whatnot, but that's the only like continuous dream that I've been able to continue throughout a certain amount. After that, I've never been able to do it as much as I would like to. Have you had any continuous dreams?
On God, I don't remember most of the dreams I have. I just remember the ones that like really impact me. Like, have you ever woken up from a dream and you're like tearing up and you have like tears like rolling down your face or something like that?
Not
Or you
tearing
woken
up,
up in it? Are you woken up from a dream where like you literally feel like you got hurt and you feel that pain where you got hurt in the dream?
I've woken up sad because of a dream, but I haven't woken up with pain. David has woken up with pain.
Yeah, no, there's been multiple times where I've either woken up with like I know for a fact that like I'm just probably imagining. I know for a fact that I'm imagining it, but I've woken up where I was in a dream where I got my arm cut off. I don't remember the exact circumstances, but I got my arm cut off and I woke up and I couldn't feel my arm. And that was because I was sleeping right on top.
Oh, so like your arm fell asleep basically.
Yeah, so my arm, I just didn't, it was just numb. I didn't feel that at all. And when I tried to move it, it just felt limp.
Yeah.
And I had to like really hit it like against my bed so that it would wake up.
Oh, that's the worst when it feels like the TV
really
static.
Is. It's not just TV static. It's like literally you don't feel it.
Yeah. Sometimes like I see my hand moving, but I don't like I can't feel my actual like fingers move. I just know that it's moving, but I can't really like. It feels like a fat hand, you know, like an extra fat hand.
Bro, I feel you. Cause I'd be fucking sleep. When I wake up, usually, like if I have a dream like that, it's usually just because like I slept on my hand or anything like that. I can't say I had a continuous dream. I know I control my dreams whenever I want to, but it's like you guys are like having like meaningful like reasons, and my dumbass is like, yo, so like what if the zombie apocalypse did happen? Like what would I actually do? Where would I go?
Games.
Would my sister survive? And then I just started throwing all these elements while I'm like sleeping,
dreaming.
Yeah. So like,
you can. Oh, I've done that before, where you can choose what you dream.
Yeah, I add elements to it, and then I just let my brain roam with the idea. But I'm like, tonight I'm gonna dream about this. This is what we're gonna dream about today. And I just knock out, and and then it just starts up on its own. But obviously, I know it's a dream and what's going on. But then like, when I wake up, I'm like, that was pretty lit. And it'd just be like I was watching something that I was making up in my own head, but I knocked out while I was like thinking about it. So I could do it at will, but I choose not to a lot of the time because I'd be like, sometimes I'd just be tired. I'm like, I just want to go to sleep. So then I just knock out and I let the rain. I'm like, I'll dream what I dream, and then I leave it at that. I only choose to lucid when I don't want to dream when I'm dreaming. If that makes sense.
No, I get that. Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever woken up from like? All right, my bad. Have you had a recurring dream at all, Monge or Matute? Like one that never changes?
Like in a row or just in general?
No, like let's say I dreamt tonight about like being at a park and playing with my dog.
Mm-hmm.
And let's say 4 months from now, it's the exact same dream. Me in the park playing with my dog.
I just have one of me falling off a building, but like not in a bad way. I just like randomly am just falling off a building, and that's literally. And then when I wake up, it's like when I hit a ground, and then I just wake up because I'm sweating.
Oh, yeah.
So like,
also you actually get nervous in the actual.
Oh yeah, no, I don't feel pain, but I like get up and I'm like, oh
damn.
Yeah, and I'm like, yo, why'd I dream that? And then I go about my day. But like, it happens to me like not often, but like once in a blue moon, I'll wake up like mad sweating, like
terrified.
Yeah,
or yeah,
I'd be spooked.
What about you, Mr.
Yeah, I've never had reoccurring dreams, thankfully. Because that sounds like that sounds terrifying. Dreaming like and once in a blue moon that you're falling off a building just sounds like my worst nightmare. because
Bro,
I'm terrified of heights.
my Google search be, what does it mean when I'm falling off a building?
I had a dream. I had a dream recently where my teeth fell out, and I know that's a very common dream.
That's a common dream.
People's teeth falling out is very common. So I did not know what it meant whatsoever. And it just says either a lot of changes are happening. Then I like, it was during like this maybe not too long ago actually, and a little bit after the dream happened, I moved up to the next class in MMA, and I got moved up in my job. So it's like, all right, I guess it's a change, you know, just moving up. But that it's very common to lose teeth, very common to lose people actually in the dream. But the dream that like it happened to me when I was a kid, and you know, this is gonna be a perfect like dream journal because I can look back at this and I remember this dream. Brian, remember when I used to live on 40th?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it takes place on 40th, and then but it starts off at a deli. It's me, my cousin David, and my cousin Danny, and we have a dog. Like there's a dog, but it's not Junior. It's like a golden dog. It looks like a golden retriever. And I'm ordering a bagel or something. I'm ordering a bagel. So as I order it, the dog like pulls his leash and he lets loose. So like, oh crap, like the dog. So I'm running after the dog. It's nighttime, by the way. I'm running after the dog. And it runs past, I guess, yeah, it runs past Jenny's building. So it runs past it, and as I'm chasing the dog, I kind of stop and stare into the building, and it's not really like an apartment building lobby or whatever. It's just a straight up like mansion kind of room. So I look to my left, and I see my dad, not necessarily in Dracula outfits, right? But he has like a suit on or whatever, and he's sleeping. I guess he has like a red tie or something like that. It's kind of like silky. He's sleeping, and as I'm looking at my dad, I just see Chucky like standing on like by his feet with a knife lifted up. And as the knife is lifted up, I'm like, oh hell no, like something's gonna happen. And I can't like really I don't go in. All I do is watch. As I go in, I mean as I'm watching, Chucky doesn't really stab him or anything. The dream goes black, and then in like bloody words it just says Chucky. And that's where, and I had that when I used to live on 40th, and I had that when I used to live across the hall from you, Matute. So that dream always happened, and it would go from Chucky and bloody words. It'll like get a foresty background, and I don't know if this is like a real cartoon that actually existed, or it's something that that my mind made up. But I don't know if you guys remember a cartoon where it's two girls. One of them has pink hair, one of them has blue hair.
Yes.
What's the name of that show?
Something I know what you're talking about. It was something Umizoomi, something like that. It was about two girls. They're like artists.
I think so.
Yeah. Umizoomi. I don't remember. I know it's a Cartoon Network show though.
Yeah, it was Cartoon Network. No.
That's not dumb.
We are once again looking up things live during
that. They are that, but it's not dumb. You could just put show about two rock stars. Cartoon about two rock stars. There you go.
Hi Puffy Amiyumi.
Yeah, hi Puffy Amiyumi.
Yeah. Oh my god, bro, this just unlocked a memory.
Bro, yeah, no, I remember that.
So they showed up in my dream. After Chucky's like forest thing, whatever, they end up showing up in my dream after that. And whoa. I am lost. I don't know how they showed up, bro. I think I was a kid, right? I think I had a crush on them or something. But I think they would like kind of like make the whole thing happy. But I was terrified. I could not like. That happened to me many times, and that's the only recurring dream that I've had ever since. Or at least the only one I can remember. I probably had more, but I can't remember anymore. But this one specifically is the one that happened the most.
That's crazy. They didn't release season 2 for America?
Yeah. For I mean, yeah, not even those who were just watching. For everyone that's tuned in, uh, they only released Volume 2 Rock Forever, and
We got nothing.
that's it. Everything else came out in Japan.
Bro, they hated us.
That was a good show, though. I honestly don't even know what it's about anymore. Sam Register, Renegade, and Cartoon Network. I remember that perfectly. Ami Yumi. Yo, I think I did have a crush on him. But that was one hell of a dream.
The fact that I remember that was crazy to me. Because I did not think about it until you said it, and I'm like, oh, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Do you guys remember a cartoon where it's like a very, very small kid
Mm-hmm.
and he's like living in someone's house and he's like he drives his car, it's like Stuart Little but like human form.
A small human?
I think it was like Little George or some shit.
A small human?
Yeah.
The way you described it, it's small human, he's like...
Oh, George Shrinks, that's it.
Bro, I never seen this show a day in my life. Who
No?
is this man?
George Shrinks.
Bro, this is some PBS shit.
It was a PBS show.
I fucking knew it. It's right there with the fucking cat.
Where?
What the fuck?
Right there. I forgot the cat's name.
Oh,
Sagwa.
whoa,
Yeah,
Sagwa.
Sagwa.
Do you remember watching that, Brian?
I remember watching Sagwa. I don't remember watching.
Yeah, I
George
remember watching
Shrinks.
Sagwa. I never watched George Shrinks. That's why I was like,
Sagwa was weird to me. I didn't like it. Was that Zobu Mafu?
no, you lost me at Zobu Wafu. I don't know who.
I don't know who that is. Sagwa seems very familiar. George Shrinks, I remember that perfectly. Yeah. My guy had a mustache. I mean, a beard.
Bro, you guys remember Cyber Chase?
Bro, of course. But that's one of
Oh
those
my
shows that I
God.
was never able to watch because I had already done my hour of TV.
Bruh.
As a kid, I
Bro,
would
we
thought,
all had a
always
time limit?
watch
You had a
that
time
shit.
limit?
yeah, bro, I grew up restricted.
But
I would watch Curious George and Arthur and then get to Homework. I would never finish a full episode of Cyber Chase until I ended up watching Cyber Chase on my own.
Bro, that's
Bro,
crazy.
guys remember
Oh,
Max
I
and
could
Ruby?
I could never.
Max and Ruby. I mean, yeah, of course.
Max and Ruby was
Bro,
my jam,
I fucking
bro.
hated Max.
Yo, you.
Oh
it's
my
okay to be
God.
wrong, but like Max and Ruby went so hard.
No, don't get me wrong. Max and Ruby is such a good show. I had genuinely enjoyed it as a kid. I just hated Max. That motherfucker was so dumb, bro.
He was,
Oh
and
my
Ruby was a
God.
bully.
Yeah,
Ruby
I fucking
was-
loved
Ruby
her.
was a fucking
I was like,
bully.
yo,
No, Max was just a dick though. I remember there was an episode where he started I forgot what he was doing. But he was getting money from his grandma to get candy.
Oh,
And he was going to the store himself with this little like tricycle thingy. Homie went to the street with that. Yeah, it's like a car, but it's a bicycle, and you take that out and he's zooming through the streets. Pretty sure if you look up Max car, he has it.
Let's do Max and Ruby. Max car. Ah, there it is.
Yeah, there you
Oh
look it
my
up.
God,
Yeah,
man.
he pulled
I
to the
forgot
streets
about
to get
that.
the candy.
Look, is that cruising down the avenue in his Is that the same one?
Yeah, that's the same episode. Oh, he really wanted those teeth.
Have you ever had a cartoon make its way in your dream?
God, no.
Yeah,
Thank
thank
God,
God. I
no.
don't think besides Amiyumi, whatever it's called. I don't think anything.
I think maybe
else.
when I was like maybe like 5 or 6, not 5 or 6, like maybe like younger, I used to dream about Sesame Street
Oh,
and just
wow.
being friends with Elmo, and that's it. That's like the max that I've ever had a
What, he
dream
was
about a
like your
show.
slime or something?
Yeah, he was like my bro. I was just like, he'd be like, yo, let's do this. I'm like, okay, like a fucking idiot.
Yo, damn me up, Elmo. We about to hit the streets.
Dab me up, Elmo.
You my za.
Semaza.
Yo, wait, I want that picture of the Max's car, just the car.
I'll send it to you later. Oh, we'll get it later. Max's car.
That's drippy.
Bro, what else? What else was such a good
Yeah,
show?
what else? I mean, oh, bro, underrated. I think for multiple people, Curious George, elite. For me, it was such a good show.
It was I.
Even though, what was it? His name was Bill, I think.
Who are you talking about?
In Curious George, I think he was like the brown kid.
I only know the man in the silly yellow hat.
He was annoying.
Bro, the man in the yellow hat was looking out for Curious George. George was curious. He was out here on like a land wire Like
This
on the
one.
top. He
I
said,
found him, bro. Bill from Curious George. He got me tight. He was so dumb. Like George is. All right, look. What are you as a whole human playing around with a monkey for?
Oh, you scare the shit out of me. There you go.
What if I was monkey?
No. Look at these things.
Just plug it into the outlet.
Yeah, guys, everyone that's watching or listening, we're looking up Curious George. Someone named Annie played Bill. Well, she did a good job. Oh my, yeah, Bill was annoying. I couldn't stand
Personally,
him.
I could have played Bill.
You guys remember Postcards from Buster?
Yes,
Yes.
I do.
That was the weirdest thing, bro. Because I was so
That was
seeing,
hilarious, though.
I was so used to seeing Arthur in cartoon form, so seeing a POV of Buster in New York. Like, one, it's like I get it, right? Like, all right, he's a vlogger. Two, what are these people seeing when a big ass rabbit comes up to you and it's a vlog? Like, it's a humanoid rabbit. Like,
I hated that. I hated that.
I didn't like Postcards from Buster.
Have you
Like,
guys? Wait,
it's like a few episodes I did like, but it just felt weird.
I never dedicated. I was gonna say, I'm like, have you guys ever had like one image where you saw it, and you're like, oh, this image, I'm gonna dream about this, and you avoid that image at all times.
I Am Legend.
There's an image in I Am Legend that you avoid at all times.
Not the image, just now the movie as a whole, because I was terrified. But the zombies or whatever they were in I Am Legend,
Oh, that
dude. When I tell
What
you,
that throw through.
hey yo, when I tell you, I went 3 months without walking past my mom and dad's bedroom
Yeah.
without turning on a light. I was terrified. I honestly
That was such a
didn't.
good movie, though.
Bro, I was scared. I was scared of these
Pussy.
people.
It was such a good movie.
You see, I wasn't that scared just because in the time I think I already played RE4.
Mhm.
So I was kind of already used to like things worse than this. So to me, he just looked like a bald, angry man. Like he was just an angry man that was understood.
See, growing up, I wasn't really into horror movies or anything. So this is as scary as it got for me. And I honestly could not, like, it took me a long time to even get past this. And it was difficult.
But
man.
he looks like the robot from like iRobot.
He does. He OD does. But it's also like scary. Like it's scary because it's a zombie. And then let alone when like COVID hit, everyone's like, oh yeah, everyone who didn't get vaccinated is gonna look like that. I'm just like, yeah,
Bro, you handsome. Bro, nah, I don't even want to look up the image, bro, because I know I'm gonna dream about the image of the. Have you guys, Matute? I think I know you probably have, because I know me and you have been in the internet for like around the same time. Have you ever saw the face of the most recognizable man? Like if someone were to, yo, I hate that photo.
Oh god,
I hate that. You can look at it. You can look at it. I'll give you
the face,
the most recognizable man, something like that. Like it was like everyone recognizes it and they see in the dream. Like you can look it up. I hate that photo because like I don't know, it gives me the ick. Where is he? Nah.
well, The Rock shows up.
Oh no, just put man that shows up in all your dreams. That's usually how I think how the that's the thing that I hate.
That shows up in dreams?
Yeah, that.
Oh,
I hate
yeah.
that picture.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at that
I
anymore.
hate that picture.
Why'd you tell me to
Why
search it up,
you
bro?
don't like
No, I don't like it. Yo,
Here's
what?
the thing.
Yeah,
there
bro.
was actually, I fucking remember specifically, there was actually an episode in Courage the Cowardly
Cowardly
Dog,
Dog, yeah.
where that picture comes up, but it's
Yeah,
like an
it
actual
Oh, it
figure.
does?
Is an actual figure of the whole man's body, and he's just so fucking creepy.
Yo, bro, I hate
It
that.
fucking-
I hate
that
that picture.
show
That
was
picture gives
so
me the
good, though.
shivers
I've
every
never
time.
seen it.
You never seen it?
No.
Bless your soul, bro.
No, now I did. Now I did. Now I'm not gonna sleep tonight.
Bro, I saw bro. I'm bleaching my eyes tonight. I'm watching something else. I told you that's the one picture I don't like looking up. So like when I'm watching like horror stuff and media, like I'm a guy that like tends to go on the internet and like to watch haunted stuff on the internet. Doesn't bother me at all. But this guy, bro, just looking at him, I hate him. Like I never met this man a day in my life. I hate looking at him. I hate him.
They better not show a big ass picture of
They
this.
are gonna show a big ass picture of him. Why are you looking at Vice for?
Because Vice made a whole thing on it.
Of course, Vice made a whole thing on it.
Let's see.
I hate this photo so much, bro.
It
Like
says-
all videos that like have to do with him, I hate it. I hate it because it happens like almost every time. It's always like a horror video. And I'm never expecting it, and then they go, "Oh, have you seen this guy?" And then they flash his face on the screen. I'm like, "Yo, I'm not trying to see that."
Okay, has he actually showed up in anybody's dreams though?
Yeah,
He has not showed up in mine.
he shows up on. He shows up in a lot of people's dreams, and everyone recognizes him as the same person. That's why he got like kind of like a cult following.
Mm-hmm.
Because everyone recognizes. Don't click on images, bro. Oh
The
my
thing is,
God.
I've heard of
No,
this guy showing up in dreams as just a bystander, though.
Yeah, he's just
He would
there.
just be there. He just be there.
He just be
Which is
there.
the
He
creepiest
doesn't
part.
do anything. Like he's not bad per se. He's just there, and I hate it. Yo, that motherfucker comes through the door, I'm gonna cry.
oh, bro,
I'm taking the knife out and I'm
just
swinging. Like,
throwing it
like,
out.
You're like, that's it. It's
I'm
all
not gonna
over.
show it on the camera because I don't want to TOS. But like, bro, I'm swinging. I'm like, oh hell no, bro.
No, I'd be terrified, honestly.
Like people are scared of like being mugged. I'm scared of that guy. like that. Like we could go to like a haunted house, right? You could show me anything, right? I'll be like chilling, right? But
Have you guys heard of
stop?
Have you guys heard of the Hat Man?
Stop, bro. Because
Nah,
yo, the
that's where
crazy
you
thing,
stop.
I just saw a documentary about the bridge on there's a bridge in Colorado called the Third Bridge, and they said there's a guy with a hat just like that on a horse that appears every time in the night if you go there by yourself. And you just showed me that photo. I'm like, no,
Oh, no way.
way.
Can I share my
No
screen here?
way.
Is it Colorado?
It's in Colorado.
Oh, you disabled it. God damn.
A third bridge.
That's like, it's really haunted, and supposedly it's because a lot of terrible things happen there. So like there's a bunch of souls and spirits that just haunt that place.
I've never heard of this.
The third, you gotta look up Third Bridge, cowboy guy. And then there's videos of like people, like, so there's like a video of people took like of the horse, like an outline of the horse. It's crazy.
Third bridge cowboy.
I don't know if they show any pictures of it, but like I know I was watching a documentary about it, and the
But
guy was
it looked like the Hat Man.
yeah, it looked like the Hat Man. The second you showed me the Hat Man, I said, no way.
So I found out about the Hat Man not too long ago because someone on Twitter commented it. They're like, "Oh, we're just gonna act like the Hat Man doesn't exist," and it was said the Who, and then they're like, "Oh, bro, never mind." So I took it upon myself to search up who the Hat Man is, and it turns out they show up in dreams and you just can't move. But it's like an urban legend. Yeah, nightmares and sleep paralysis. That's what they do. But they do have a game on Steam called the Hat Man Shadow Ward. I do want to play it just to see what it's all about. But also I want to read more into the Hat Man. And it looks terrifying. Okay.
So the Hat Man. Who or what is the Hat Man? It is not a new phenomenon. For about as long as written records have existed, people have described it as frightening nighttime visions that paralysis that paralyze them with fear and seems to suck the breath right out of them.
Yeah.
Often by pressing directly upon their chests, reported by Quartz. So the Hat Man's basically just been around since like forever. The concept, that's so weird. Bro, it's like the fucking Slenderman, man.
Low key.
To be fair, I never heard of Slenderman until he blew up in the internet.
Yeah, me too. Are these showing legends? Oh, it's like Jins. Like God.
Oh my god, like Faz?
I hate you. It wasn't until the 20th century that scientists and physicians started to move away from the mythological explanation. Well, you can't really study that, really, you know.
No,
It's a
not
sleep
at all.
paralysis monster. He pops up in many places. I gotta get into this a little more. This might actually continue into the October episodes. Just all these kinds of things.
Just talking about like scary, like mythical stuff.
Yeah.
Lore. Oh, haunted lore, bro.
But this is
Yo,
what,
there
no
are
stuff.
so many places. There's so many places we could talk about. Like fucking, what's that city that was a not city, but like little town that was abandoned because they thought there was like demons roaming around. It's in
I
fucking.
don't
It's in
know.
New
I
York.
forgot. I know what you're
It's
talking
in New
about though.
York.
I know what you're talking about.
Ah, fuck. Leslie wanted to go there like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, fuck no. I'm not.
Why
I don't
not?
fuck. The thing is, I don't fuck. I fuck with ghosts. I fuck with poltergeists. I don't fuck with demons because demons can get attached to you. There's like a whole lore about that. Like if you genuinely have an encounter with a demon, instantly go to a church because that shit can get attached to you and you can bring it home.
I believe that. I do believe that. It's just how do you know it's a demon?
The malice.
In
A
what
lot
sense?
of people. So poltergeists and ghosts are just there to scare you. They don't like physically they don't try to physically harm you. They just try to move things around to make sure that you get the fuck out of there, like
Yeah.
wherever they live. But demons, they will physically try to harm you and scare you so that you will either acknowledge its presence and it can attach itself to you, or you know, like in the back of your mind, that it's going to attach itself to you, or you think that it's going to attach itself to you. So there's like 3 ways for a demon to attach itself to you. The first way is you acknowledge them. If you acknowledge them, instantly they're attached to you. The second way is if you take something from their domain, as in like you take something that they've attached themselves to already, which is usually mostly everything inside the room that the activity is happening in.
Yeah.
And the third way is if the demon possesses you and you don't know it. You feel normal, you feel like nothing's happening, but then you lose consciousness sometimes and you start doing wacky shit. That's how The Exorcist happened, bro.
Yeah. Well, see, that movie I've never watched fully because that shit looks scary.
You've never watched The Exorcist?
Not fully.
Oh my
I've
God.
seen it. I've seen parts of it, most of it, but never fully.
Bro, that shit's fucking wild.
That was deemed to be the scariest movie out there.
Have you ever seen the Conjuring
Which one?
series?
And on set too,
I've never heard of
because there's stories of the on set when The Conjuring was being filmed, that a lot of things were going on as they were making it.
Oh, that's not what it is. On set?
No, the
On set of The
like,
Conjuring.
like on
Oh.
set, not The Conjuring, The Exorcist.
The Exorcist.
The Exorcist, on set details, stuff like that. Like this.
Oh, I'm an idiot. The Exorcist.
See, like there's on-set accidents, stuff actually happened. Like people actually died.
Mysterious
You know how when
cast deaths to what?
It's the people.
To a freak fire and broken jaw. Oh, fuck that. No. I see. That's the thing I don't play with. I don't play with any demonic shit like that, dude. Like
that's
Ouija
what I'm
boards.
saying.
Ouija boards. I have never played it in real life. I don't want to, and I don't even play. We don't even play it in Phasmo. That's how far away I stay. I don't even play it in the game.
I did.
When did you start playing? I mean, when did you use Ouija boards in Phasmo? Oh yeah, by accident.
It was an accident. So
remember that.
you
I
told me, yeah, you told me, yo, pick it up. We'll take it to the van, right? And I was like, all right, bet. And so I picked up the Ouija board, but instead of picking it up, I actually pressed like on it to play it, and it like put the what's that? The thyroscope. I forgot what it's called.
Yeah, whatever it's called.
The triangle thing on top of the board, and it started moving it around. And I was like, oh fuck no. I'm like, Diego, I'm so sorry. We gotta get out of here. And you're like, what did you do?
I think I died.
And you instantly just died.
Did you really?
I
Like,
did.
what
I remember that
happened?
perfectly. Yeah, that was an
Yeah, that
accident.
shit was hilarious.
But
I,
we
like,
never
I-
actually use it to actually summon anybody, right?
No, not at all.
I think we have to do that next.
That's terrifying.
Yeah,
I'd rather not.
I'm not gonna play with Ouija boards, not even in the game.
That shit just is a different type of demonic types. I would not touch that with a 5-foot pole.
Yo, honestly. Yo, I don't know if you remember, if both of you guys remember, in high school, people brought a Ouija board into school and they were charging everyone like $20 to play the Ouija board outside after school.
What the fuck?
I remember that perfectly.
People
I don't remember
paid?
that shit crazy though.
I'm not gonna name drop, but
You're gonna name drop.
I'm not gonna name drop, man. I'm not trying to cause anything if they're even watching it, but they brought a Ouija board and they would pay $20 just to play. It was so dumb.
Why?
High school, man. People were hustling. They're trying to make money off of anybody, off of anything.
$20 to play the Ouija, and people paid.
People paid. I remember someone's like, "Yo, we doing this again?" Like to whoever it was, and I was like, you guys are dumb." In my head, I never said it to their faces because there's no point. What if they were already like summoned? They were already possessed.
But you know, I'm like, oh, bro, how do I know it's the real you talking?
What's my name?
The real me. Off the
me.
meds, Kanye.
The real me.
The real me. Oh man.
Off the juice, codeine got me tripping.
But I don't even know if I'm the real me.
You ever had
The
any
real
out of
me.
body experience?
Me, no. Actually, yes. Like I said, most of my dreams I've had where I just watch myself in third person.
Okay, yeah, that would be out of body. You, Bryn, Monge?
No, I mean, yeah. When I dream, like if I die in my dream, I always like immediately I'm just looking at myself and then look at what's going on.
So you guys have died in your dreams? Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never died in my dream yet.
You never died in your
No.
dream? It's pretty cool.
Yo.
You should try it.
No.
Bro, that's like the fastest way to wake up.
Dying in your dream? I've gotten poisoned, but not died.
No, it's fastest. You probably died when you got poisoned, honestly. You probably got poisoned, you're like, ugh, and like you woke up and you're like, am I still poisoned? No.
I've
think
never
you
got
died.
poisoned before my dream. I mean, not poisoned. I never died before my dream. I got poisoned. I've gotten hurt. I heard this one dream. I had my brother, of course, and I had an even younger brother, which was literally my only brother, just as a baby, as a kid.
Ooh.
So it was like seeing doubles. I had like me, my brother junior. Like it was just a kid version of my brother. And apparently it was just cool. And then I woke up. Believe it or not, I woke up pissed. I only had one brother. I was like, "Where's the other one?"
Where's the other one?
What
You
the fuck
smack
you
the other
talking
one
about?
awake. You're like, where the fuck are you?
You're not the one that I dreamt of.
Where's the other one? You're not him.
I remember that perfectly.
Yo, did you guys ever have like a dream where it's like so vivid you like feel like it's like you're missing a part of yourself?
What do you mean?
Like you wake up and you're just completely fucking confused, and then you remember like who you actually are.
Not that I don't forget who I am. It's just that I have dreams that feel so real that I wake up thinking that they're still real.
That I just wake up and I'll be like wondering where I am. Nothing really where I'm like missing a part of myself. I'm just like, where the fuck am I? And then it'll kind of just come back to like, oh, okay, never mind. I didn't really miss anything.
I've had dreams where I was. Go ahead, my bad.
Sorry, I've had dreams where like I was someone else. Like I wasn't Mimi, you know. I was
I
just
get
like some other. I was watching some other person, and like I was just there, just watching them, and I was like, oh, this is me. This is who I am.
Yeah.
And I wake up, and I'm just like, where is this other person? Where is this other person? Like I just be like, oh shit, no, that was just a dream. Like I'd be so fucking confused in the morning, and I just wake up and I'd like have to like remember, like it's actually like re-upload my own memory again.
Have you guys had dreams where something happened to your parents?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Those are some of the worst ones, honestly.
they are. They really are. It's fucking wild. I had a dream where me and my siblings were running to a train, and my parents were behind me.
Yeah.
And it was like the train to Busan scene. Like
Oh,
my dad
God.
gets in, my mom pushes me in so that she and I see her like get eaten by the zombies, and she was like goodbye, like
Oh, fuck that.
she pushes me in to save me, and then she's like goodbye, and I was just like, no, like what the fuck? I wake up and I start crying, bro.
I would have woken up. Yeah, I would have woken up sad as hell.
Like I was just like, and my mom like she wakes up and she's like, are you okay? This is like when I was like 13, and I was like, Mom, I had a dream that you died, and she's like, well, that's just how life is. That's like eventually we're all gonna die, so it's just it is what it is.
Not
And
me
I'm just
though.
like, not me though. I'm gonna invent immortality.
Not me though.
See, when I was younger, I remember this one time I was I think black and white, Pokemon Black and White just came out, so like 2011. I was in middle school, I think.
Yeah.
And I was like sleeping. I was trying to fall asleep and I couldn't because I was just thinking, I'm like, yo, one day my parents are gonna die. and I was just sad, and I walked out of my house crying. I mean, out of my
Bro,
house.
what the
I was out of my
fuck?
room
That's
crying.
so
Bro.
out of pocket.
I was like, I don't want
Like,
you guys
wake
to
up,
die.
you're like, when my
Whatever.
parents are gonna die? Like, what the fuck? What?
But then like nowadays, like it's kind of like I've accepted it. I still don't want it to happen, but I've accepted it.
Bro, that whole topic is a headache.
Yeah, like overall.
That whole overall topic is a headache. That's why I'm like, bro, I'll get to it when I get to it. That's a future me problem. That whole thing is just like, oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to die, but if it happens, it kind of just been like.
Well, I mean, I don't think you could be like, no.
Well, no, you don't.
No, I'm coming back.
I don't feel
Round
like I
2.
want to do it right now.
Not right now. Maybe
Getting back from the gulag.
Maybe another time. No, that's crazy.
You said maybe I'll try it again another time.
Hell no. No. I almost died.
I watched a video.
times.
I watched a video recently, and it was like, when you die, this is a whole controversy about like heaven and hell and shit.
Yeah.
But in the video, it explains like when you die, like your soul goes to like wherever it goes to, like either if it's heaven or it's hell, and then you get judged whether or not like you get reincarnated. And if you do get reincarnated, it says that your soul gets wiped clean. That's why you don't remember anything when you're born, and then you go through a system so that you can get chosen into a new body. But there are moments where your soul doesn't get wiped clean and you remember everything. That's why a lot of people are like, oh, I remember this from my past life. I remember that from my past life.
Or like deja vu type of thing.
Exactly. And so I was watching that video and I was like, oh, that sounds like really fucking interesting. Up until the point where they're like, yeah, sometimes you get reincarnated as a plant. And I was like, you know what? This just became retarded. I'm not dealing. No, I'm sorry.
Bro, I'd be dumb tired if I got reincarnated as an apple.
Bro, just to fall down, get your ass eaten by some worm.
Yeah, he just gets eaten.
I'm just gonna get eaten by anything. A worm can eat me.
And then you get spat right back out at something else.
I'll be dumb tired.
It's just like it reminds me of the Family Guy scene. It's so bad. I'm so sorry. You're probably gonna get TOS for this, but there's a Family Guy scene where it's like, I wonder how deaths die. And then like death gets into a car accident, and he's like, oh shit. And he's like, did I die? And he's like, yeah, I'm super death. And he's like, oh, okay. He's like, what happens when deaths die? And he's like, oh, you're reincarnated. He's like, oh, okay. He has reincarnated. Then he comes back and he's like, girl. He's like, oh, what happened? He's like, oh, I was born into an Asian family. And he's like, oh, girl. And then he's like, the scene just ends there. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
I mean, that's so out of pocket, out of place too.
Girl.
Bro, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I think about these things, but I tend like not as much anymore. I just have my random days where I feel like I'm just on some shit, and like, oh yeah, like we're all gonna die, or oh yeah, like this and that.
Bro, it happens to me when I'm like, damn, I really gotta pay taxes because of this shit.
Yo, it'd be tough out here, man.
Bro, I gotta break out the Matrix.
Smith. Smith sounds like Andrew Tate right now.
I gotta break out the Matrix. I gotta buy 7 Bugattis, different colors each.
Yo, I love messing around with people. Just like, what color is your Bugatti?
What color is your Bugatti?
My Bugatti is silver, by the way. It's a Hot Wheels toy, but it's silver.
Nah. That's all we asked. We said, what color is your Bugatti?
My Bugatti is a silver Bugatti.
There you go. Mine's is blue.
You have a blue one?
Yeah.
What color is your Bugatti, Mr. Tay?
I don't have a Bugatti. I have a Lamborghini. It's blue.
You don't have a Bugatti though, so
yeah, it's alright. It'd be like that sometimes.
It's cool.
Oh man.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, these dream things are crazy. Our thoughts are crazy, and yeah. Look, man, I don't know what next week's episode holds. I don't know what the topic will be for next week. It might just be a solo. It might be another guest, but it's the last episode before we go on a quick month hiatus to come back in October and get into the spooky season.
Oh yes, the spooky seasons.
I'm really excited for actually October. Let me see if I can share my screen on for those that are watching, if it's uploaded by then. I have a new logo for the podcast for the spooky season. Well, that's spooky. It's for the fall season actually, but it's fun. Let me see if I can share a screen. Let's see.
Oh, you click share.
No, I know, but I wanted it to open up first. Da, 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 da.
I think you have to reset it.
Yeah, let's try it now. But the
Man,
new
these are
logo.
fucking wild.
Just click on the share.
yeah, right here.
Yeah,
I
there
feel
you
like
go.
a boomer. So I don't know if you could see it. What does it say?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, so that's the logo for the fall. Spooky season, you know, changing it up a little bit. I do have one for the winter, so whenever winter comes out, that's not a show. I mean, comes out. It's treating like a release. Like a release.
When winter gets released.
When winter
I
gets,
can't wait to get that drop.
yeah, but when winter's here, I have a whole other logo for it. We'll probably be
The
doing
DLC expansion pack.
they're probably doing the same thing, hiatus, and then get right back into it. But yeah, dude, I mean, I enjoy these episodes about when we talk like about things that we don't really talk about. Even when we're hanging out, we don't talk about these things. We talk about something else. But it's always nice to just chill and just talk about these things, you know?
Yeah, I mean that's because like I feel like most podcasts have agendas. Like we had an agenda last podcast. That's because I wanted to make that agenda.
Yeah.
I actually wanted to talk about something else today too, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it, let's just go straight into the dreams.
Yeah.
There's like a couple of things that are happening around the world that I'm just like, you know, I feel like people should know about, you know? And
Yeah.
it's like the whole like last podcast, it was like the whole alien things and then
Alien,
the whole
Cardi B.
fuck around and find out, you know, how like who's right.
Yeah.
Bro.
There's another thing that came out recently. It was about you guys heard about the fires in Hawaii?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's a couple people who took pictures and like there's like a I don't know if it's edited or not, but like a lot of people are talking about it saying like, oh, the government has like laser beams and shit, and I was just like, bro, what the fuck? That's so like out of like left field. But they have pictures of like an actual beam coming down into like Hawaii, and it's wild.
Nah, see that I don't really believe. That might be edited.
Yeah, definitely.
Honestly, yeah.
And I was like, bro, that shit crazy.
No, for me, it's anytime the media starts highlighting over something, that means something else is going on in the other side of the world that nobody wants to talk about.
Exactly.
Like when they finally announced that aliens are real, I'm like, okay, now they're hiding something. Like I've been hiding something else. Like that means they're hiding something now.
Like I said on that episode, there's no way we're alone.
Oh hell no.
No way in hell that we're the only life forms out there. There has to be more life. I mean, they found bacteria in Mars, which is good, I guess, but we can't be the only life. Like if Mars has life, even if it's bacteria.
I mean, technically speaking, wouldn't every planet have bacteria?
I don't know.
I know some planets are really cold, so they can't.
Like Neptune.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear about the alien like creature that they found in Antarctica?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my god, bro! You gotta search that up.
The monsters from Alien versus Predator.
Yeah, so they recently found this fish-like organism, I believe they called it, in Antarctica inside of a frozen ice block.
Oh, wait, is it the pyramid thing?
No. It's I forgot what it's called. It's like I forgot what they called it. Hold up. Almost fucking.
It's underneath the ice, no?
And
yeah, alien. It's I don't know if that's legit.
the strawberry feather star. That's what they called it.
Yeah, and it looks the strawberry feather star because they're not gonna call it an alien. They're calling it a fish. Yeah. And I was like, that shit no fish.
Like,
bro.
This shit, no way. This shit's a fucking fish.
That's
bro.
no fish, bro.
Oh, I've heard about this recently. Yeah.
That ain't no fish, brother.
And so they're like the scientists. Yeah, 20 arms. They found it at the bottom of the fucking ocean, bro. And scientists were like, yeah, it's a fish. It lives underwater. That's why there's no real like eyes, no face. It just senses things with its tentacles. And it's like, okay, but can it live on land? They didn't answer that question.
Yo, this thing makes its way up, and it lives on land. I'm good.
he said, if it comes on land, I ain't doing it.
New aquatic species. Look, man, we're gonna keep it. The fact that we know little to none about our ocean, and we know more about space than we do about our ocean. It's terrifying.
Bro, I don't even want to go in the ocean because of that. That shit.
Actually,
the ocean's a scary place.
Did you guys know that NASA was actually the exploration of our ocean at first?
Yeah.
That's what they were made for.
Yeah.
Nice.
Bro,
But
and then
we-
out of like,
couldn't
and
do
then
it.
2004 or something like that, they changed to being space exploration, categorized by the government. And it's like, what did you guys find in the ocean that like made you say, nah, we can't fucking be here no more?
They found the Meg, bro. The Meg still exists.
The megalith. I wouldn't put it past you.
The Megalodon
not
probably
at
still
all.
exists. You never know.
Okay, so I just found it. The Antarctic strawberry featherfish was born roughly 251 million years ago. That's what they estimated how old this fish is.
There is no way it's that old. It would have
That's
been
what I'm
wiped
saying.
out.
Exactly. They thought it was wiped out. They thought it was wiped out along with 95% of life on Earth.
And I'm calling bullshit somewhere. That shit don't make sense.
But that means they knew about it. They didn't want to say anything.
Exactly. And now that
They're gonna-
aliens
they're
are
gonna
coming
keep
out, they're
covering
trying to
things
hide
up.
a lot of this shit.
They're covering something up, and we're gonna get taken down again. So
The last episode just never made it.
the last episode, it was up for a week, and it got taken down because the government got caught up to us.
You're like, hold up, what are they talking about? Like, nah, can't do that no more.
I'm gonna look into this. Actually, I'm actually really interested. I failed, not failed. I did terrible with geology and water exploration, whatever. But I'm gonna get into this.
Water exploration is scary, bro. I would not fuck around with water exploration.
Isn't
Yeah.
geology the study of gems?
rocks.
I'm sorry, rocks.
But we
sorry.
started to
Yeah.
get into the water and in volcanoes and in air. It was basically exploring the entire planet.
Isn't it
Water
geography?
is not it, bro. I don't know who the fuck wants to
Geology.
explore the bro. I stay the fuck away from that.
Water is wild. Have a tsunami come this way, and I'm running.
I'm crying. What the fuck's in it? I'm
Huh?
more scared of
What the
what's
fuck's in
in
it?
it than
Oh.
the thing hitting me itself.
Imagine the Meg comes out.
Bro, like imagine like the tsunami hits you, right? And then as soon as
Mhm.
you like get into the water, a shark just goes and you're done. Like you didn't even get a
That's it.
chance to defend
To
yourself.
fight or swim.
I'm pretty sure they're making a new Meg movie, right?
Yeah, it's coming out. I think.
Yeah, it's gonna be a real life event.
Yeah, but it's based on a true story.
They're gonna drop it.
Oh, it came out already.
Oh yeah, it did.
August 4th. I gotta go check it out.
We gotta do that movie thing. We have to
The
watch
Trench.
these movies. I gotta
The
show you the one
Trench.
about the guy that gets his dick cut off on Netflix.
Oh my god, what is that? Sinister?
No, there's a dumb movie about a guy that gets his dick cut off on Netflix. It's called Eggplant. Well, it's just the eggplant emoji. That's all it is.
Oh yeah, I watched that already. That shit's hilarious.
I'm down to watch it.
I'm a king con.
Not sponsored, by the way.
Gotta make sure that they know.
Honestly. But we'll wrap it up here for
Yeah.
this week. Brian, it was nice having you for a two-parter.
Hey yo.
I don't know. We'll see. Look, like we spoke about it before. We'll see what we do in October. October might be a full-on season.
That would be awesome.
Of just you and I each week talking something different, but we shall find out. We will negotiate these things off camera, and once the new season begins, we'll whatever we decided on, we'll be live. Is there anything you want to say to anyone listening, watching, anything to the government that's listening to us right now too?
I feel like the idiot. It's like, oh. Well, let's see what
24.
else.
You heard that, Joe Biden? He said,
Yo, call out to Joe Biden, call out to the Secret Service, call out to Area 51, Area
doesn't mean it.
32, 47.
he doesn't mean it. He's lying.
In game.
End game.
In game.
Nah, but for real, honestly, not really. I
Yeah.
don't have anything to call out.
Mind anything you want to say? Anything you want to plug? before we
Nothing
go?
I want to plug because I'm pretty sure people that watch your stuff watches my stuff.
That is true.
Yeah, so
You're like, oh shit.
And if you haven't, we'll leave the link down below.
Oh my God.
on spot. Is it
Yeah,
that
I'm
on
sponsored by
Spotify?
Roots now.
Roots merch.
Imagine.
Roots Halloween merch is coming out. I slacked on the summer season.
Bro,
It was
I'm just gonna slap Roots on the corner of my screen.
the logo.
Yeah,
Like I
just-
slapped it on the logo of this podcast.
Yeah, I just slap it in the corner of it every time I
Nice.
stream.
That would be funny.
Every time I stream, I'm just gonna have that in the corner.
Do it, dude.
Yeah, just like that.
Sponsored by Roots Apparel NYC. There you go. Everyone, thank you guys for tuning in. Brian, I don't know if you want anything linked off, like
Huh?
on Spotify. If you want any account linked, if you want anything, but we will see.
I don't got anything.
There you go. So we'll see. You can check out whatever's in the link down below in the description on Spotify. If this is up on YouTube, I gotta get back into the account before I can actually put this like live somewhere. But thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you next week for the season finale of Recline Unwind, the reboot. We need a little break. We did this 2 months straight. That's insane. Weekly, without a miss each week. So more into that next week, but thank you guys for tuning in, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.